Okay, so this video is going to be about shadows and how angles play a role in how shadows work. So I've drawn this solid line represents the ground, and maybe you have, maybe you're standing here. On the ground. And if there's a light source, you'll cast a shadow. Now, why do shadows happen? Shadows happen because you have some light rays. Maybe I'll draw them a different color. You have some light rays that are coming in from the sun, and they hit you and they get blocked. So you have these light rays, they come in, they go kind of parallelly. They follow parallel lines, and you are blocking the path of this light, right? But certain light rays will make it out and light the ground. Right, so these light rays are going to make it all the way to the ground. And now what's the first light ray that will make it to the ground? See, these light rays are making it. Well, the first light ray that will make it is this one that glances right off of your head. Didn't draw it perfectly, but that's the first light ray that makes it. And if you notice, everything in here along the ground starting at your feet is dark. That's where your shadow is. And everything further out, that's light. There's sunlight hitting there. There's sunlight hitting here. And your shadow is in this area right here. So if the sun is higher in the sky, this angle, the angle of the sun will be greater, and if the sun is lower in the sky, the angle will be smaller. So this is where the angle comes in. And maybe I'll draw another picture where the sun is higher in the sky. Okay, so let's see. Again, here's the ground. And again, here's you. And now we're thinking about the sun being higher in the sky. So the sun's like up here. And the angle that the sun makes with the ground, the angle of these sun rays, is much larger. Okay, and so again, these sun rays are parallel. Okay, that one doesn't quite make it. So somewhere in between here is the first ray of light that makes it past you, right, glancing off of your head. That's the first one that makes it. And then, there are these other light rays that are all making it and hitting the ground. And then there are these light rays that are coming and hitting you. Okay, as a stick figure, you do not have a lot of girth here. But yeah, so this last light ray I drew on the far left does not make it to the ground. It hits you and, your back is lit up. But in front of you or beside you, depending on the direction you're facing, there's darkness on the ground. That's your shadow. Versus further out, this ground is all lit up. This ground is all lit up. One side of you is lit up, but your shadow is down here. And now look, this angle that the sun makes with the ground is now much steeper. This is a bigger angle, and your shadow is much shorter. So if we go back to the first slide, you can see these, the shallow angle between the sun and the ground gives you a longer shadow, and the higher angle or the larger angle when the sun is higher in the sky your angle is shorter. And this agrees with what we know about shadows, that, you know, at noon your shadow is very, very short, versus, you know, in the evening, if you're going for a walk in the evening, your shadow gets much longer. Okay, so, and these angles having to do with, you know, how direct the sun is, how high the sun is in the sky, also account for things like seasons, and you'll see that in your homework.